welcome to my next live stream. Today we're going to do a chakra reading in a bit, but I'll get on with some housekeeping soon. But yeah, so today's stream is basically going to be after the housekeeping, a chakra reading, which is a big spread, which I do with oracle cards. And then there's going to be an Ask the Cards Anything at the end. So that's like an AMA and sort of like or a Q&A, whatever you want to call it. So let's just close that. Yeah, and so I can see that if I'm looking at my output, that the quality is a little jumpy. I noticed it last time, and I thought it was because of the Wi-Fi. So I went onto the 5G one this time, but it's still there. So what I might have to do is set up closer to the fiber downstairs next time. The lighting won't be as good. Yeah, I know. Just CAD quality, it's a joke. Yeah, I know. So we'll have to make do with what we can today. I think, I've done live streams before from up here and the quality's been fine, but I've changed to fiber now. So I think I used to bring the Wi-Fi up here. So I think it might be that's the reason. I've got it on the maximum resolution and all of that, and the speed seems to be fine. So I don't really know what the problem is. Maybe they're going to force me to upgrade to a higher version of the streaming platform. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Hi, Dead Chrome, and hi, Marshy. It's really good to see some guys from Twitch. I've been checking you out since I last did a live stream, so it's really nice to meet the community over there with the tarot readers. So I wanted to just mention that if anyone's wanting a one-on-one tarot reading, I do have a discount. Let me just go to the page so that you can see it. Yeah, there is a 10% off discount, but I'm extending it for, well, it's supposed to be the end of today, but it will probably likely be sort of lunchtime tomorrow that I take it off. So if anybody's wanting to actually do a one-on-one reading with me, then just so you know, there is a discount going right now. But apart from that, I wanted to do a little bit of housekeeping. So let me come back to here and let me put this one on. There we go. So yeah, and feel free to let me know where you guys are from around the world. I'd love to know where you are. So there's something that happened. Yeah, okay, the cam looks better. That's good. So we are having bad weather, and we had bad weather 2 weeks ago when I last did a live. So it could just be that the weather is affecting the Wi-Fi here, and there's nothing I can do about it. But we'll see how it goes. You're in Western Canada. Oh, cool. I'm in Denmark, just for those who don't know. Originally from the UK. I was born in European Georgia. Oh, okay, cool, nice. So you're a bit closer. Yeah, so yeah, there was an incident that happened to me in this last week, and it's kind of related to some of the energies that we've been going through, and I'm going to talk a bit about those energies when we get onto the chakra reading. But it made me realize that what was playing? Okay, 1 sec. Let me just fix this. I have no idea what was that. That was just playing. Hello, everyone. And welcome to my next live stream. Today we're going to do there we go. Sorry, I thought I'd muted that tab. Why was that unmuted? Who knows? Anyway, so yeah, there was something that happened over the last couple of weeks, because I don't know about you guys, but it's been a really tough couple of weeks energetically, and I'll get on to why I think that is. And I'm hoping that the chakra reading we're about to see you. I'm in Denmark, Dead Chrome. So I'm originally from the UK. I was born in Scotland, but moved to England when I was really young. So that's why I sound English. And then I moved to Denmark like 15 years ago. So yeah. So yeah, there was something I wanted to bring up, because I don't know, I feel the need to talk about this incident. So I had a situation where I had somebody reach out to me through a DM, and they wanted me to sort of pull a card for them. And I was halfway through the conversation with them, and then I got pulled into some other projects I had to do. And then afterwards, I was so tired. And then there's been so much going on for me energetically and emotionally that I wasn't able to get back to them in the time frame that I would have normally. And then the users seem to completely disappear. And I'm not sure if it's because they were a bot or because the account got, sometimes, viruses get in people's account and they get suspended, or whether they just blocked me because I didn't get back to them in time. And I was wondering, was that a bot? I don't know. But for some reason, I felt the need today to talk a little bit before we get started about the reality of my life a little bit and how that affects not just my ability to do tarot, but everything else that I do. Because, we'll see my other hospital process me. Oh, okay. We're gonna do personal readings at the end. I'm gonna do so that the way format's gonna work today is I'm gonna just do a little housekeeping. I've got a little thing that I wanted to share, and then I'm gonna do a chakra reading, which is for all of us, and then we're gonna open up to personal readings at the end. So I'll come back to your question. You'll be first in the queue. So if you hang around, I'll get to it. And if you have to leave, then come back and watch the replay afterwards, and I'll do the reading for you. Okay? And you can see the reading, I mean. So anyway, I don't know why I feel the need to say this. There's a part of me that's a bit reticent because, I feel bad that I didn't get back to this person, but it's very rare for me that I would do something like that. But I have a few different things that tend to really impact my day. So I have a lot of physical, I have a lot of health issues. And although I don't really subscribe to labels and stuff, they tend to majorly impact me in terms of chronic pain, fatigue, and insomnia. Those are the main ones. And so for me, it's as well as that, I'm also highly sensitive. So whether that comes from having a crystal in the palm and being able to feel the pulse of it, all the way up to what's going on with the moon, what's going on with the sun. So if there's STMEs, if there's a Schumann resonance spike, if there's full moons, equinoxes, solstices, all of this stuff affects me. And then there's also the spiritual work I do. So when I'm working with spirits and all of this. So all of this combined means that my life is very random and very difficult to predict. And I have times where I'm so low in my tank that I have to just pull away. And usually that means social media just goes out the window. And this last couple of weeks it's really impacted me. And I think the full moon really, really hit me bad this time, and some other astrological transits that are going on. And yeah, I feel like I might just clip some of these bits out from my website, but I felt the need to say something because I have something on my website saying that, I'm not going to confirm live streams to the last minute because I need to know that I'm okay. It's like a few hours ago, my pain kicked in and I was like, oh God, here we go, But I wanted to come on today regardless because I actually want to see what the reading says because I really want to know how to navigate these energies. And I'd love to know if any of you guys have been struggling a bit the last couple of weeks, because I've heard of other people doing so as well. But I want you guys to know that if you ever book something with me, I will move heaven and earth to make sure that happens, unless I feel that I'm in a place where I could not give you the best reading that you deserve, and then I'll reschedule. But I wanted to say something because, I've been trying to find a way to make this tarot work around this craziness of how my life is. And so the live streams are good for that. But with the one-on-one bookings, I may not get a lot of notice. And I've been trying to decide, do I want to do one-on-one bookings online, or do I only want to do them in person? Or do I just want to do live streams? So I'm trying to figure it out. But I just want you to know that if you ever reach out to me and I don't get back to you straight away, it's most likely because I'm struggling a bit. But I will get back to you. But yeah, I don't know why, but I felt something strong in me to just mention that because, I know it doesn't leave a good impression when you don't know me if I don't get back to you straight away. And so if that was a real person out there who had that struggle with me, then I just want to put my apologies out there, and I hope you come back. We can talk. And if you're a bot, then you're a bot. It doesn't matter. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna start getting on with the actual stream, but I'm gonna just catch up with the chat here a little bit so that I can actually see what you guys have been saying, because there's way more chat today than there was last time. Okay, so we got to that. So I will do, Jenny, your question at the end. Oh, you're going to sleep now, Marshy. Night night. Okay, so if you come back, Jenny, then I'll do it in the replay. Okay. Okay, Dead Chrome. Yeah, I haven't got things set up on Twitch yet for all the fancy bots and all of that. I'm just getting started on Twitch again. I used to do it a while ago, a long time ago, but I haven't got things set up. I used to use Streamlabs. Now I'm using something called Restream. So I'm figuring out how to do it. I'm on other platforms as well. Some of those things obviously won't work on Facebook and all of that. So figuring out the best way to do it. Oh, okay. Thank you, Dead Crone. I'm glad you appreciate it. I'm Peel Potato. Hello. Yeah, I understand, Dead Crone, with the financial stuff, it's tough for a lot of people right now. That's why I made a low barrier to entry. So I have like these quick readings where you can do them for like $10 for 10 minutes kind of thing. So people can do it quickly. But even then, I know that it could be a lot, difficult, which is why I want to do these live streams, because I know some people just can't afford it. And tarot is my way of giving service to people. I really love the reason. One of the things I love about tarot, besides the fact I think it's a great way to focus intuition and tap in and channel from all these different sources messages for people. I love that moment when I'm able to fine-tune the message and refine it and figure out what it is that really wants to come through. And that moment when the penny drops for someone, perhaps they remember something from their past, that is something that's coming up to be resolved or released, or they're connecting some dots that they didn't consider before. And then this light comes in their eyes and they realize, oh, okay, I get it now. And there's this clarity that they have. And I love that moment about tarot. And so it's one of the things I love about it. It's pronounced. Yeah, I will say that I'm pretty bad with names, so I apologize if I mispronounce it. Yeah, and I don't know the capital of Wyoming. So I apologize for that as well, for my ignorance. But thank you for helping to educate me. But let's see. Oh, and I'm Peel Potato. You're in Italy. Awesome. But anyway, so I'm just going to talk about the chakra reading for a little bit that I'm going to do. And the way it works is I'm going to pick an oracle deck. So this works as an oracle deck. And I'm going to pick one card for each chakra. So we're going to have 7 cards. And to begin with, I just want you guys to have a look at these crystals. Oh, I'm just going to change the captions so that we are on the right reading. Hello, Joshua. So here is these crystals here. Each one is for a different chakra. So we have the root chakra, sacral, solar plexus. It's out of order here. So we've got the heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye, and then we have the crown. So I want you to just have a look at these crystals. Actually, you know what? I can put it, let me go onto the cam card. And you can have a look here. There we go. That's better. So I want you to have a look at them for just a moment and just see if one or more of these crystals sticks out for you. And just make a mental note of that. And I'm going to do the same. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick a deck. I think the spirit animal one has been calling to me for this, but I'm going to just double check and make sure that that's the one that still wants to work. So I'll just come back to the chat here as well. Sacral. Okay, cool. So, and you don't have to put it in chat, but you're welcome to. So what I want you to do is just give me a second and I'm going to pick the deck. It's definitely the spirit animal that wants to work with us today. So that's this one. Yeah. So I'm just going to do a shuffle. And for those who don't know me, I can shuffle for a while because I have to get the... Oh, okay. Yeah, the deer unpeeled potato, right. Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. All right. I will. Yeah. I removed that now. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. So I'm going to just shuffle for a bit and get tuned in. And sometimes the shuffling is quick, and sometimes it takes a while for the cards to be in the right order. I use a body oracle technique where I listen to my belly, and based on whether it tightens or loosens, I go. So, here we go. It was close. Okay. All right. So how many? 3. All right. So I'm going to move these crystals out of the way for just a moment, and I'll come back in a sec. Move these up here. All right. So how best can we navigate the current energies? Actually, this is supposed to be the other way around, but it's okay. We're doing it this way around. Huh. We have Lizard Spirit back again. It's here last time. Might have to overlap these. We'll see. Yeah, I think we will. Ooh. Mm, wonderful. Let's see, do they all fit in? Well, I think what I might do then is do it on two lines. Just give me a moment. Move these out of the way. It's my first time doing this on the new setup. Let's see. Yeah, that works. Okay. Um, yeah. So what I like to do with oracle cards, particularly decks when I'm getting to know them, is I like to just see what comes through intuitively first, and then I will read the message from the book. So as you can see on the bottom here, there is a ticker, and these are all the like symptoms you can get if you've got a blockage in. We're on the root chakra right now, so we'll start with that, which is going to be this one. Um, but as we go through, I will change them. So if you happen to have any of the symptoms, or you're drawn to that particular crystal, this red crystal here, then that message is particularly for you, but you can listen to all of them, of course. With Rhino Spirit, let's see. Overcome any obstacle. Let me just see if I can put that here. Overcome any obstacle. So this is something for, so this chakra reading is for the next week, how we can best navigate really until I do the next chakra. So we have overcome any obstacle. When I first read that, because the root chakra could be where we have a lot of our fears, and I think Rhino, initially, I'm feeling that Rhino Spirit is reminding us that no matter what we face, we can overcome it. Now, I was going to talk a little bit about the energies, and this might be a good time to do it. So, I've noticed in the build up to the Leo full moon that I was struggling mentally and emotionally, like things were getting to me in a way that normally they wouldn't. I was feeling worn out. I was having a lot of emotional stuff coming up to be examined and cleared, which reminded me of the zodiac spread that I did last time, which talked about letting go of old attitudes and reevaluating how we think about things and our perceptions on things. And I felt that that was really poignant, actually, because it definitely feels like what I've been going through, and I've been hearing the same story from other people. And if you felt the same or have been having a bit of struggle, let me know in the chat, because um, I always find it interesting when I start to see patterns with other people, people go through basically the same thing. And I feel like it could definitely be the astrology combined with the moon that meant that some of us were either really struggling or some of us were really uh, energized. I heard stories about people being energized, and of course, depending on what's going on in your chart, certain astrological transits are going to affect you better. But I did hear a big cluster of people talk about how they're worn out, they have a lot of pain, they're dealing with a lot of emotional and mental health issues. Something out of nowhere, like an emotional volcano. And I'm quite a barometer for the fact that sometimes when I'm going through it, it's usually because a lot of other people are as well. And I'm feeling that as well as, it just affecting me as an individual. And I'm feeling like the Rhino Spirit is reminding us that it might be tough right now, but we have it within us to actually overcome whatever is coming up for us right now. So I'm gonna read the message in full. So where are you? And I pull this up. So here we go. We always have the choice to press ahead. A Rhino Spirit strength offers you the power to break through stubborn obstacles. This animal spirit knows there is more than one way to open a path to what you seek. When Rhino Spirit appears, you are reminded that you have a marvelous ability to overcome obstacles in multiple ways by going around them, shattering them with the force of clear, deliberate intentions, or even transforming them into clouds that drift away by refusing to allow them to limit you. Fly your Rhino Spirit with creativity, and no obstacle can stand. You have magic to make, many ways in which to make it. Your power is awesome right now. Rhino Spirit also wants to remind you that when an obstacle appears to prevent you from getting what you desire today, it means that something much better is coming. Keep that in mind when you consider the nature of the obstacle in front of you now. Great Spirit loves you so much and only wants the best for you. So if you were drawn to the red crystal, one, or have any of these chakra issues right now, then that is particularly for you. I don't know about you, but I definitely resonate with that one. Okay, so we're going to move on now. So I'll just get the right ticker on. Here we go. Onto the sacral chakra. So this is lizard spirit, and lizard spirit is coming up a lot lately. So our sacral chakra can be about our creativity, our sexuality, and many other things. But as you see down here on the ticker, those are the symptoms you have got there, or some kind of issue there right now. But if you were particularly drawn to this crystal, this orange one, then this one is for you. So dream the world into being. So this is very much about being willing to take the time to imagine what it is that you want to create, the world you want to create. If we're getting sucked into our fears and the negative emotions, then we have to be mindful about where we're putting our energy because that's going into that. Of course, we need to do shadow work. Of course, we need to clear blocks, and as we do so, we sometimes have to feel things to let them go. We just have to make sure that we don't get stuck there and that we are mindful of what we do when we're processing so that we don't accidentally put out negative energy into the world that was unnecessary. Um, but I'm just gonna read the lizard spirit one because I know that this is a very poignant message for us right now. So I'm just go straight into it. So where are you? Lizard spirit. Dream the world into being. When was the last time you basked in the sun and allowed yourself to daydream, to imagine what might be and who you might become? Lizard spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream from your form. Inspiration is available to you now if you are willing to slow down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? How might you grow and expand if you allowed yourself to dare to believe in the impossible, making it possible first in your dreaming mind and then in the world as you co-create with spirit? Give in to the power of imagination and soon your dream will become clearer. The steps will reveal themselves and what was ephemeral will begin to coalesce into form. Dream it and be it. Spirit asks So it's still a time to really put our energy, our capacity to visualize, and our creative energy into imagining and manifesting what we want. And that seems to also be a medicine for these times. So can we still focus on the the wonderful things we want to create, even if we are going through this turbulent time, right? So yeah, so wonderful. Now we're going to move on to the next one, which is the solar plexus chakra. So if you have any of these symptoms, or if you were drawn to this yellow crystal here, then this message is particularly for you. And it says, you see clearly now. And the owl has a lot of wisdom. So sometimes we see clearly through the mind and through the knowledge we've gained and the experiences we have that is allowed to turn that knowledge into wisdom. And so I think making sure we have a clear vision and clear understanding of what's going on. If we can come from it, even if we're struggling and having a hard time, we can come from it knowing that there is a reason for this and this is helping to clear the way for something so that we can still have the right attitude even if we're struggling. And that's gonna help the process. And I guess also getting that owls are keen hunters. They have a really sharp eye for things, and so if we can be really vigilant with the thoughts that are coming up into our minds that we're allowing to invest energy into, and versus um, we can allow a thought to come up, but we can decide if we're going to invest our identity in it, if we're going to invest our energy into it. So we can be the observer of it and not sort of like add to it, or we can get sort of like sucked into it and become uh, sort of add to that energy and add to that sort of like creating of maybe things that we would rather not. So um, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting comfortable with. So I'm just going to read that message. Our spirit arrives to remind you that the wisdom within you is informed by your keen senses and the wisdom within the consciousness we all share. Even in the darkest night, the owl sees clearly and is guided by every sense it has, including the first sense of intuition. Right now, your sensitivities are turbocharged and you are receiving messages from all directions. Our spirit reminds you to be wise and pay attention to what's between the lines, what is invisible to the naked eye, what cannot be heard with the ears, what others may not be able to perceive. With all your senses aroused, you have much knowledge available to you. Clarity will come as you sit with all that you are sensing, allowing your intuition to guide you in understanding the whole and not just the parts. Let your wisdom arise and be your guide as you trust the acuity of all your senses. Intuition is real and can provide the clarity you need to understand your situation right now. Your relationship, your finances, your job, whatever it is, you can see the truth clearly now. Wow, I love that. Mm. So if you're having any issues that on the ticker right now with the solar plexus, or you were drawn to this card, this crystal rather, then this message was particularly for you. But I think a lot of these messages are good for all of us to some degree or another. Some we might need to pay attention to more than others right now. All right, so let's move on to the heart chakra, which we have groundhog spirit. And it says time to let go. Mm. So this this again reminds me of that Ten of Swords that we got in the zodiac reading that was telling us to surrender and let go of things, to clear things out, to readjust our mental attitudes and all of this. I just got that again as I saw this. Mm. And I see that it's got a little heart. I don't know if you can see that. Bring it up a little closer. It's got a little heart there in its hands. It's kind of like protecting. I find it very interesting that it's on the heart chakra here. So that's an interesting synchronicity that we have there. And also some of the color here with that. Hmm. All right, so let's see what Groundhog Spirit has for us. Okay, here we go. Endings lead to beginnings, and death is a part of life. So Groundhog Spirit is here to let you know that it's time to accept the natural ending of something that is no longer serving you. Yeah. We love to hold on to what is familiar, but the new needs space to arrive so growth can occur. When Groundhog Spirit appears, it is a sign there's something in your present situation that you need to let go of, that something new can be born, something that will be far better serve, something that will far better serve you now. When the groundhog sees his shadow, he retreats to his den. So too might you yearn for a little more time to say goodbye and transition into the new. However, change is coming, and it is good, so let go of your resistance. Spring brings many blessings, and what must die will always be reborn in a new form that will be right for you. Life requires change and detachment. Say farewell to whatever once served you and get ready for something amazing to take its place. Spirit is already sending it your way. And I think I forgot to update the ticker, sorry. There we go. So here's the heart chakra symptoms. But wow, yeah. So definitely a time of letting go. So our hearts, I've been feeling a lot of grief actually this week coming up. Places where I've been doing the emotional uh, processing feelings of grief is as I let go and I realize I can adopt a new behavior or way of doing things or new attitude. But there's a little part of me that is releasing through a moment of grief. The times when I didn't have that in the past, or I didn't know that in the past, and maybe Fallon had some mistakes or outcomes that didn't serve me. And so there's been some grieving, letting go, definitely a lot of heartache being processed this last month, and I really resonate that with that. I don't know what you guys think. Um, yeah, so it is definitely a time to consider what no longer serves you, and trust that there is something better coming, and there's a reason for why we're letting go of it now. So, so yeah, if you have any of these heart chakra symptoms at the bottom, or you were drawn to this green crystal, then that message was particularly for you. Now we move on to the throat chakra. So we have beaver spirit. So this is another one that I haven't pulled before. Um, Lay a solid foundation. So our throat. Okay. And it's interesting. So I'll just bring it a little closer. You see, it's got a cross. I don't know if you can see that. Right close to where the throat is, actually. A little cross there. So that's interesting. Yeah. Lay a solid foundation. So, okay, so what I'm getting is that because we are letting go of so much, it's also time to start building what we're about to step onto, the new. And because it's the throat chakra, maybe we're being asked to communicate what it is that, to talk about what it is that we actually want to create that's new. And maybe it's just with one close friend, or maybe it could be any situations. It could be on social media, it could be when you're in a group, people that you want to collaborate with. Maybe the actual act of speaking it is going to help to actually bring that foundation in. You're starting to create a space for it. Is there anything else I could be said? Looks like there is. Hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah, so I'm getting the impression of like a dam, because beavers build a dam and it like holds the water back. Um, and channels the water, allows the water to channel through. I'm getting the I'm getting the feeling that it's like something to do with focusing the energy in a specific way, channeling the energy to go in a specific way with our words, maybe getting clarity, helping to clarify the situation by actually expressing it. Because sometimes it's not until we start speaking about it, it crystallizes. So maybe there's something about that that's also needed right now. Hmm. Anything else? Feels like there is. There's something else. Let me just focus a second. So I'm being drawn to the teeth that they have and how they kind of mold their environment through the chewing that they do to make things certain ways. It's almost like again, like obviously our teeth are not the same, but it's like almost like I'm feeling like the throat energy can help to mold the space that's needed if we're actually using our vocalizing what it is that we want to create, what it is that we want to do. And then also to be careful that we're speaking in positive terms, that are talking about what we're creating, so we're not creating negative things. So being mindful about what we're talking about. We may have times where we need to, get certain things out, and we're making sure that the balance is such that we're putting more into the positive, and when we're doing the negative stuff, it's a releasing process and not just something that keeps us in the loop. Okay, it feels like that was what was going to come through. Okay, so let's get on to the work. There we go. Be the spirit is here to tell you about a power living within you that is born of spirit, the source from which all life arises. Right, the source is water. Yeah. This is the power to establish the sacred connection with the universal consciousness, so you can deliberately co-create the world you desire. Know that it takes work, determination, and sustained effort to co-create and lay a solid foundation for your dreams. If with spirit as your partner, you bring the twigs and branches of your intentions and desires and spread them across the river of time, you'll be amazed at what you can do. You'll find that you can even change the direction of the flow of life. You can ensure that your world will be prosperous and purposeful, filled with love and joy, and rich with magic and meaning. That which you desire will come to you and remain sustainably if you build on a sturdy foundation. Keep your intention and energy consistent and deliberate. Yes, so no, not allowing the negative or the difficult stuff that's coming up to make you lose your focus. Yeah, keep your intention. Yeah. Mhm. Keep your attention and energy consistent and deliberate, using all your resources and the energy of this wonderful, productive time. Have faith, for with spirit to co create with you, your success is assured. Spirit is your partner, helping you along as you change the course of your life in the way your heart desires. Mm, wow. I don't know about you guys, but that really hits deep for me. Mm. And actually, that was one of the crystals I was drawn to thinking about. Wonderful. Okay, now we're going to move on to the third eye. Okay, so here we have rabbit spirit. And I've never called rabbit spirit either before. So if you were drawn to this purple crystal, or you have any of the symptoms right now that you're seeing below on the ticket, then this is particularly for you. And the message is now it's the lucky time. And this is our third eye. It must be a good time for us to really visualize and to use our intuition and psychic side and our way of connecting with the world through that. I feel like there's something else to come through. I'm getting a sense of community. Rabbits are, usually found in large, large networks, large families, like almost like our fortune can be found in our communities and our networks, in the way we're connecting, particularly intuitively to one another. Okay, let's see what we have in the book. Okay. The sunny meadow calls, and Rabbit Spirit appears to lead you out of your dark warren and into the light, so that you can participate in a fertile and beautiful experience. It may seem safe below ground, but the magic happens when you come out and take the risk of being vulnerable and co-creating something new. Oh, that one hits me. You have been invited into a new life that you have no experience with, but have no fear. Today is also a time to be fruitful and productive as you enjoy Rabbit Spirit's sunny and prolific energy. At this time, whatever you intend to bring to life will find fertile ground. There are no mistakes, really, when you are co-creating with Spirit. So let new ideas spring to the surface, knowing that now is a lucky time of tremendous possibility. So yeah, new ideas spring to the surface. So again, feeling this need to use our mind wisely so that we not only use it in active visualization, but also making space for inspiration to come through. So we're not filled with all the stuff in our minds, we can actually be an empty vessel for things to come through. Mm, mm, lovely. Okay, finally we get to the crown chakra. So we have, if you were drawn to this crystal, this darker crystal, or you have any of the symptoms on the sticker, then this one's particularly for you. And this is our crown. So sweet results await. Mm, mm. And it is an animal of flight, or an insect of flight. And again, it's an animal that works in colonies and together with one another. There's this feeling of the hard work bears fruit. And this connection, like just I'm seeing the bee sort of like taking off from the earth, flying all the way up, like it's this bridge or this messenger that can take things up and bring them down again. Okay, let's see what it says. The Spirit's message is the sweet rewards are on their way. If you're willing to get your ego out of the way and immerse yourself in the connected energy of all things, right? So if we can get our ego out of the way and get this channel working, clearing it. B Spirit knows not to let a sense of being a separate self get in the way of a good thing. Spirit is always producing honey. Miracles and magic are everywhere. When you connect with the great hive, you're vibrating and buzzing in exquisite harmony with all. B Spirit asks that your focus be on connectivity. Your body, heart, soul, and psyche experience total interconnectedness and a true integration when you self-forget, when you remember that you are part of a greater unified consciousness. Moving from separation into connection, from self-centered limitation to spirit-centered infinite possibility and potential. You become busy as a bee, enjoying the gifts of bee spirit. Fully in alignment with your highest expression of yourself, your heart opens and creativity rushes through. You seem seemingly without effort as you experience the nothing. Sorry, let's start that again. Fully in alignment with your highest expression of yourself, your heart opens and creativity rushes through you seemingly without effort as you experience that nothing feels like work. Industriousness, industriousness is driven by enthusiasm and inner motivation, and time seems to fly by quickly as the hive supports you in the making of honey. Do you feel the presence of your helpers in the hidden realms adding their energy to your creations? Magical results are taking form and will be sweeter than you expect. These Spirit wants you to remember that your part in the divine partnership with the conscious universe is being rewarded, even if you can't see that yet, and ask that you share your good fortune as there is plenty of honey for all. Be a part of the larger whole, the force that brings forth all that is sweet and delightful. What an amazing message for the crown chakra in particular. Wow. Oh, I just I just feel so much better in myself hearing this reading. I don't know about you guys. I'll come back to the chat in just a second as I wrap this up. But I was really looking forward to doing this reading because whenever I do a chakra reading, it always is so on point and exactly what I know I needed to hear, and other people who've commented and all that have said so too. And I really love this particular style of doing a reading. And I know that I'm going to listen back on this and it's going to be the perfect reminder for what I need to get through what I've been going through. And I hope it has been for you as well. I'd love to hear in the comments if you resonate with any of this or you feel like this is exactly what you needed to hear or anything like that. Okay, I'm going to leave this up and I'm just going to come back to the chat. I know I've been absent. I can't see the chat when I'm doing this. Okay, Decro, we're going to get onto the ask if there's anything in just a moment. So we'll do personal readings just a sec. Oh, thanks, Decro. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah. As for the audio, I realised I didn't plug in my Yeti. So why don't you just give me a moment and I'll do that. I just didn't want to interrupt the reading, so. Okay. Let me just change the settings. Video. Okay, that's on the Yeti. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully the audio is a little better now. You can let me know. Okay, cool. Oh, hey Ingrid. Wow, it's great to see you here. Haven't talked to you in a while. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I just change the captions. We're gonna move to the ask the cards anything. So if you have a question or you want a reading, now's the time to pop it in the chat. And I'm just gonna put these away. I'm just gonna take the ticker off. There we go. So I'm just gonna put these ones away and give you a moment to say if you want a reading in the chat. And then I'm going to go through, just go through the history because I know there's a few people that asked right at the beginning and just see if they're there. So yeah, so that was the Chakra reading. So I put these in order this time. And the next one. Oh, you've been writing songs, Ingrid. Love it. Hope to hear them soon one day. I still played occasionally our song, so you might get a few thrown your way occasionally because I still play our song sometimes. I hope the songwriting's going well. Okay, Dick Chrome, I'll get to a reading. I'll just make sure because there was someone who asked earlier, and I just want to make sure it's still there. Isn't it? All right. So I can see Decro wants one. Let me just check. Somebody asked. It's really early. Okay, I know I'm going to pronounce your name wrong. Was it Cheyenne? Are you still here? I'm sorry, Cheyenne Kurtz. I don't know the references you gave me, so I have to look them up. Are you still here? You still want to reading? Otherwise, I think it might be Dick Brown. I think we might have gone actually with your message. And I see that Angel wants to also requested to join. It'd be good to know if you're around too. Okay, I'm going to do you, Decro, and if the other two want a reading or somebody else wants a reading, let me know. So, hello, Danger Zone. I'm actually doing better today. The last couple of weeks have been really a struggle. Oh, Ingrid, you've moved. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, we can do a reading for you too if you hang on. I'll do Decro first since he showed up. So you would like a reading. Yeah. So Decro's got to get in first, and then I will do you, Ingrid, if you hang around. So, Decro, do you have a particular area you want to reading on, like relationships, finance, career, or direction, or purpose, or home life, or do you just want a general reading to just see what spirit has to say, or do you have a specific question? Some people sometimes do have that question. Okay, I don't know what that's yes to. If I don't hear anything, then I'll just do a general for you. Mm. Career finances. Okay, all right. I'm gonna just you have a specific thing. Okay. Well, if you want to add the question, then you can. But if not, I'll do a general on that area, and then maybe we can go into it. But I'm just gonna have a feel for what Oracle deck wants to work with us for you, and then and then we'll start. Yeah, I don't think any of them, none of them put their hand up, so I'm going to just use the Tara. Okay, so I'll just start shuffling. Hey, Jenny. Okay, right. Okay, all right. So you want to know if you'll find a second job or if you should just give up on that idea. Okay, all right. I'll ask. Cool. Well, it's looking very good. Hmm. Looking very good. So we have the Five of Swords as the underlying influence. So there's been some minor setbacks here. Perhaps it's maybe even cause some frustration. Um, but you're standing in a position of success right now, and the out of the situation, which is the second job, you got the Sun, which is like the most positive card there is, most auspicious card there is. And the way the atmosphere actually between you and you getting this second job, you've got the King of Pentacles, and so that's again about generosity, abundance. Yeah, so the outcome is that yeah, so you might find something where you're gonna need to you'll be working hard, but um, yeah, so yeah, exactly. So I feel that you are gonna in the short in the near future you're gonna find something. Maybe it doesn't give you everything you want. Maybe it just gives you maybe up to 80% of what you're hoping to get. Maybe in the renew, the money it gives you or whatever, or maybe in terms of the actual position itself, maybe you have to sort of like maybe you start with something that requires you to sort of work up the ladder a bit, so you might not be 100% what you're looking for, but it's really close. Um, and then we have the King of Cups for advice. The King of Cups, and we have the Four of Cups. So the advice is feeling mastering your emotions whilst you're discerning your options. That's what I'm getting. And that you might get some option out of sort of left field that you're not even expecting. The spirit may offer you something sort of out of the blue in a different way than you were because you might be evaluating these options here and not really seeing what you want. And there's something else that's going to come that will surprise you maybe. Yeah, no, it's the only card that really you could say is negative in this is the Five of Swords here, and it's only a minor step back. It's not a big obstacle. Yeah. So my from that reading, I would say that you will find what you're looking for, but it may require as you're sort of like discerning certain options that you might have. So maybe it's going to mean wading through a few like interviews or applications to get there and making sure you keep yourself emotionally level, and sort of like not let that get to you, but to also be open to things coming unexpectedly to you. So it could be that maybe someone is looking and a friend happens to talk to a friend, and it's something unexpected. It may not be something you're deliberately speaking. It may be something that comes in another way. And I think if you have this sort of mental attitude of even if you're not seeing it now, being open to the fact that it's coming is going to help as well. Yeah. Hmm. Is there anything else about that? No, I think that's all I wanted to say. I hope that helps. This is very, very positive, so I would say definitely. I hope you get it soon. You have to let us know when it shows up. Okay. Okay. Um, Jenny, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I can, if you're still here. If not, what I'll do is I'll do a reading. So if I don't hear from you right now, then I'll do a reading for you at the end, just something quick, and then you can come back and watch the replay. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad that helped, Vikram. Yeah, yeah. Please do. It's nice to be able to give people good news. Oh, so would you like a reading now? If you have, you can let me know if there's a specific like area you would like me to focus on, like finances, career, or relationships, home, health, something like that, or if you just want a general reading to see what spirit has to say, or if you've got a very specific question, let me know in the chat. I'll do a quick reading. And that was to Cheyenne. I know I'm pronouncing it. Oh, that's right. Yes, you wanted to know when your other half. Hello, Elaine. Nice to see you too. That's right. Right. Thanks for reminding me. I'll just see if there's an oracle deck that wants to work with you. Really not. Let me just try the rose. When? I think Moonology wants to work. I think because it's astrological and might help. So we'll do with that, and then maybe pull some tarot cards as well. So, 4. New moon in Taurus. Know your worth. Okay, so Taurus, so that's going to be, so that's the April 20th to May 20th. And then we've got new, so this would be like maybe your new phase in your relationship. So if we're looking at timing, so we may be looking sort of late April, beginning of May kind of time. I feel like I want to actually read the card though, in case that message is useful to you. So, where it's the it's not sure it's easy. It's new moon, isn't it? Yeah, 30. So this may or may not apply to you in some aspects of your life, but I also do maybe a few tarot as well. But I just got this feeling like I needed to read this, even though it's not the same situation. Maybe there's something in here you need to do. You're on the right track, but you need to go steadily. Knowing that you're worthy of your desires is crucial here. Opportunities open up when you believe in yourself. Dig deep and move past negative comments from others. No matter what happened in the past, if you're aiming to manifest something for the good of everyone concerned, you can do it. Good self-esteem will also boost your manifesting power. So love yourself more. Know your worth and others will too. Be true to your values. And it says for manifesting focus. So this card is especially good sign for matters related to property, possessions, sensuality, love, self-belief, and self-worth. Because this is Taurus afterward, so this is ruled by the house of Venus. Um, so the manifestation affirmation is an open-ended question that says, I deserve to manifest. So in your case, I deserve to manifest being married or something like that. So I guess what it's trying to say is actually try to feel into what it would feel like to know that you're worth being asked out and to have that marriage that you want. To actually sit in that energy as if you had already been asked and you know that you're worthy to receive it. And if you can just embody that, I think that's going to help support it in a time frame that works for you and maybe also works for them and in a way that is natural. And there's another word. I don't know. Um, is aligned. Yeah. So I'm just trying to see. Do we actually want some more tarot as well? Mm. Do we want tarot? Do we want another oracle? Let me just see. This is the love. It doesn't feel like the tarot. sure. Rapture, sensuality, love, devotion, romance, ecstasy, pleasure. Pretty good card to get for this situation. Alright, let's just yeah. Flora is the ancient Roman goddess of spring and flowers. In spring coincides with the Taurus season. The one wish she was struck by Cupid's arrow and overwhelmed by love, completely breathless in a moment of rapture, she called for Eros. However, the sound of Ross came out of her mouth instead. So Rose became another word for Eros, and has also become the symbol of love, beauty, and passion. Read another, oh yeah, many patriarchal religions place the shameful cloak around sensuality, sex, pleasure, ecstasy, rapture, and sexuality. One of the most natural, pleasurable parts of life is to become conditioned and judged. The Rose wants us to heal from this and to remember that pleasure, sensuality, sexual preference, expression of desire can be some of the most sacred and miraculous things about being a human on earth. This card comes with a message about receiving and giving love and pleasure. Laura wants you to know that your sensuality, your passion, your sexuality, no matter how you identify, are sacred and holy. She wants you to connect with your central true nature, to celebrate this in all people. And there's a rose transmission that goes, my sensuality is sacred and holy. Other people's sensuality is sacred and holy. I open myself up to express and receive love in a way that feels safe and good to me. I release painful programming, experiences, and return to love. I hope that helps you. And yeah, let me know in the chat if you're still around. That resonates with you, and I feel that was the reading that went through in this situation. So I wish you many blessings with your relationship, and I hope you can get the closure you're looking for. Okay, so I think, oh, wrong. Sorry. Let me get back to Ingrid's comment. There we go. So Ingrid, you let me know in the chat if you're still around. I'm gonna. Oh, hi, Danger Zone. Yep, I can do you a reading after Ingrid. So if you stick around, I'll do that. And yeah, if you can let me know in chat whether you have a specific question or if it's a general area like your well, you're so welcome. I hope that helps you. um, so yeah, if you can let me know, Danger Zone, if it's a specific area like your finances, your career, your home life, your relationships, your health, something like that, or if you have a specific question, okay, Angel, great. I will do your reading now. So yeah, if you let me know, Danger Zone, will come to you, and then all right. So Ingrid, you are next. It's so cool that you're here. All right. So your question was, the unicorn praising the ministry. Receiving them now. Just looking at the unicorns. Okay. All right. Wow. So a big changes for you already. Let me just see if there's an oracle card for us, if you just want to use the tarot. So, I'm really feeling heartache here. Mm. Mm. Spirit, let's do it with you. I think we need to prepare for the other practices. Candy person, Karen, who's it? Where in here? That's really, yeah. A lot of energy moving through the cards. I can feel it. Ooh, oh, yeah, there we go. It comes back in. How many cards? There's too many there. One or two come out, it's all right, but you got a lump like that. It's not good. Okay. But they definitely want to speak. So what message do you have? It's hard to tell. A bit more. Sometimes it's not always easy to tell. I keep going on. Now we're good. Okay. And 4 again. Okay. Eagle spirit. Spirit has your back. Wow. You are being watched over, my dear. Okay, there's something coming through. I'm just going to feel into this. Okay. Something very powerful. Okay, I'm feeling in my legs, like tingling, like it's usually what I feel when something's releasing, like some trauma's releasing. And I still feel it really sharp in the heart. But there's this flow of energy, like really strong. And I could feel whatever spirit's got your back is, or it could be more than one spirit, but like you've got some spirit guide or someone watching over you that is really powerful. There's very positive energy. I feel almost shaky. um, wow. It's like when I'm integrating a lot of really high energies, and it's almost like my body's not quite can't quite take it. Um, but I'm getting a sense of like someone smiling over you and saying it's okay. I think it might be an ancestor or a group of ancestors, but there's one in particular that's like showing itself or making itself known. And it's almost like the energy wants to go to the heart to soothe the heart. Hmm. Is there anything else you want to say before I move on? I'm feeling something in the back now, like just under the right shoulder blade. Made me want to sit up straight. But when I sit back, I actually feel it more. Almost like stand up straight and keep your head up. Hmm. It's a really wonderful energy to just sit in. I think if you have an idea who this might be, or you're just open to receiving this energy, I think it might, even if it's just in a small burst, it might help to ground you, to just stabilize you if you're struggling a little bit. Because this would be incredible energy to meditate with. And I'm getting a sense that you might connect better if you're in nature, maybe the forest. Hmm. Anything else? Hmm. Oh, I just got, maybe there's a feeling like there's this thing in the back is maybe like, I don't know if there was some kind of betrayal, because I'm getting something like you got stabbed in the back. I don't know if that makes any sense. Maybe there's some wound there, and I don't know if it's about the specific situation or if it's a past one that's maybe getting activated now that your situation has changed. And so, yeah, maybe it could have been an older wound. Okay, and as I say that, that starts to shift. Okay, and the energy's calming down now. So I think I probably said what I needed to. Yeah, it's withdrawing. Okay. Yeah. Feel like I just want to give it a moment for it to fully pass, and then we'll move on. Mhm. Right. So I'm gonna do the reading. I can see that there's some questions for some more readings, and I'll get to you. I don't know if Ingrid, if any of that resonates, and if you wanted to share, feel free to drop something in the comments. But I'm gonna just do the reading for this card, and I have a feeling that might be it. But let me just do the reading. I'll double check. Oh, wow. Okay. This is so strong. Yeah, no. And this is what I was talking about at the start about how doing this kind of work wears you out, because I feel that was amazing, but I feel quite tired now after doing it. I mean, I have to admit, if I had a resource like that to draw on, wow. There's somebody very, very strongly connected to you that has got your back, that is for sure. Okay, Eagle Spirit. So here's the message of that card. Think of eagles flying high above the other birds, soaring on the wind. Eagle Spirit has appeared to ask whether you're willing to soar to new heights, even if that means solitude for a short while. Truly, all the wisdom of the world is available to you. When storms flash across the sky, it is Eagle Spirit that raises you above it all, helping you conquer fear and overcome adversity, reminding you that Spirit has your back and wants you to experience life at its fullest. At this moment, you are meant to know that you have the highest of wisdom and courage within, gifted to you by Spirit and all the angels. Boldly build your nest in a lofty space and know that now you can fly effortlessly, proudly embodying Eagle Spirit in all her glory and grace, claiming what is truly yours in divine timing. Oh. Oh, wow, I've got shivers, I've got goosebumps. I feel that's all. I think that's all that needs to be said. I hope that's. I hope that helps you. You're deeply feeling it. Oh, yeah, yeah, me too. I'm still feeling it in my system a little bit. It takes a little while sometimes when it comes powerfully like that for it to fully go. But whoa, yeah. So there is. So anytime you don't know what to do, or if you're feeling overwhelmed, take a moment, depending on what your situation is, if you could take a moment to yourself, or ideally even take a moment to yourself and get out in nature, and just know that this resource is there. If you're feeling it right now, try and connect with that feeling again and see what intuitively comes to you and see if it has some guidance for you. Maybe even ask if it has some guidance on a specific situation that you're struggling with or a specific emotion you're struggling with, so that you can get something to help you deal with it. Because there is definitely something there that's got your back and can obviously connect very deeply to you. And I would definitely recommend that you try and build that relationship with that spirit. Whether it's a guide, whether it's an ancestor, maybe you'll find out more of that information. But yeah, I would really tap that resource because there is there is something very strong watching over you, very powerful watching over you, and it's definitely got your back. And I would make use of that in whatever way works for you. So yeah, that would be my advice to you, my dear. And I hope that helps, and good luck with everything. And you're always welcome to come back and check in because sometimes with big situations, we need to sort of take a pulse every now and then. And if you have another question, of course. But you're always welcome here. All right. So let's get on to the next reading. So we have Danger Zone. And I can see that it's only Martin. You can have a reading for sure. If you want to pop in the chat, if you're still around after this one, if you want to pop in the chat, if you just want a general reading to see what Spirit has to say at this moment, or if there's a specific area or question. So if you have a question, pop it in. Or if there's an area like relationships, health, finances, career direction, your home life, something like that you want me to focus on, and I'll do that. Okay. But for now, I'm going to get onto Danger Zone. And I just need to take some tea. And I have this yogi tea here, and it says, love is life and life is love. Oh, you're so welcome, Ingrid. I'm so glad that helped. Yeah, that was incredibly strong. Oof. All right. So I will just pop this all back so I can get ready for Danger Zone. Clear that first. All right, so your question. Are you getting closer to what you're trying to manifest? You're trying to manifest H and you being together. Okay. All right, so it's a relationship question. And are you getting closer to what you want to manifest? Oh, okay, Tara just went crazy there for a second. Okay. All right, I'll get back to you. It's only Martin in just a sec. Okay. So let me just see. Do we want to just do yeah. Let me see. Okay, maybe not the tower just yet. Let's just check the oracles. Are you getting closer? So it's not a timing question. You know what? That's almost a yes no question. I feel like I need to start the pendulum actually. I haven't used this yet on my live stream. I'm going to start with the yes or no part of it. Are you getting closer to manifesting this? Okay, and then we can see about how we go from there. I'm just going to angle the camera down a little bit so that you can see the pendulum. All right, so this danger zone, getting closer to manifesting H and then being together. I'm feeling it feel really strong. Okay, so we got a really strong yes at the very beginning of that. Just wait, just a little bit, and then it went into a very strong yes. So I would suggest that means something, but not quite there yet. Almost like the middle thing that needs to shift, and then it's going to move quickly forward, almost like in the tarot route, you get a 5, it could be a minor setback. You didn't even feel like a setback. It almost felt like maybe it's just waiting for the final. Something to just slot into place. Feels like there's a timing thing, like something has to happen. It's not a big thing. It's almost like just waiting for one kind of piece to be in place, and then it can really start moving forward quickly. But I feel like I want to draw a little more for you. Yeah, it feels like the tarot wants to talk now. Oh, the root card, the breakthrough. That could also be a marriage card, by the way. But let's do a proper But sometimes I find it funny when I spot the root card in a specific situation. So let's just look at the how do I want to say this? Um, let's just look at the situation about you and H coming together. Maybe what's involved, maybe what that final thing is that needs to fall in place. So let's just do like a pulse. Let's just check on what your situation is with H and you moving forward. Mhm. I think it was close from that. This is, yeah. Goes on. No, it's totally fine. Maybe I need to change the spreading it and get out of her. Maybe you just need to do a single card. Is that it? A couple cards, 3 cards, 2 cards, 2 cards. Okay, let's do 2 cards. Okay, so let's do 2 cards then. So then maybe we'll do 4, 3. Alright, we're gonna pull 2 cards. Maybe it's an article afterwards. We'll see. So immediately I'm feeling like these are. So, so Queen of Pentacles is Queen of Manifestation. She very intently focuses on what she wants to be. She also is associated with self-care, knowing what energies are, making sure that happens. And then we have the Nine of Wands here. So this could be, and then the Queen of Pentacles, so go back to that. That is a very earthy energy. Pentacles, so physical issue, and also then we've got the Knight of Wands, so this spiritual aspect of the cards. And then the Knight of Wands is like very much cooler. So I'm feeling the Mars energy come through that actually. I'm just trying to feel what I'm trying to say, because I feel like the pendulum answers the question in terms of what there's this small thing in the way. This doesn't feel like it's answering. Maybe this is about your energies and how they're working together. And danger zone. Are you still in the chat? Because I am curious if this is more concentration for you. Because it doesn't feel like it's anything to do with. Okay, no, there's something else to go through here. So what I'm getting is by focusing on what you manifest, spirit is doing the work to bring it to you. That's what I do. So you need to be in a place of knowing what it is that you need, trusting it will come to you, and doing your manifestation work, allowing spirit to bring it to you in the right way. Anything else? Okay, so now I'm getting Queen of Pentacles, maybe something like timing. But then I just got May. I quite often associate her with, I just got May. So there's maybe something in that time. Because I'm getting Korean energy here. I'm feeling that rather than Capricorn energy again, Earth at the end of the year. So I'm feeling like maybe there's something about springtime that's going to be important for you. And I'm feeling energy in my hands. Like she's holding. So it's like I'm getting become ready to receive. Become ready to receive this in your life. Know that you're worthy of it. Make space for it. I'm getting trust. Now the energy comes more into the left, feminine. Being in the feminine, or allowing them to be in that. Or tapping into the feminine energy. It could be the feminine energy to manifest. No, it comes entirely. Lazy. Act as if it's already here. Let go let go. Yes, letting go of any negative intentions, negative thoughts. Yes, and like it feels like there's something you need to release. Maybe that's what that little thing is. Yeah. Okay, now the energy's going. So it feels like there's something in you that just needs to. Yes, I'm getting the word need, but it's almost like again, it's like feeling the body there, and try to do that. See what comes up for you. That's where the work is. That's what it is. Yeah, so there's something that needs. I don't think it's a big thing. It might just be a layer of a working cord and let go of. And there's just still some residue there. It doesn't feel like a lot, but it's just like that layer just needs to be filled with release or something. Yeah, because it's getting the feeling of release. Like something needs to be released before it's stored in the body. So if it's stored in the body, it's something cold. Maybe you weren't able to deal with before. And it's got some residue still in your body. But I feel like it's going to be difficult to just some awareness. Right? I think there's also some spiritual assistance with the in spirit. What maybe you did some kind of intuitive insight with what happened. Maybe it would be helpful to have a moment to be quiet and be intentional about everything to release out, and then just see if it comes up, if it comes up, if it feels strength or work or something like that. And just put your attention to it, see what it is, because I'm getting to maybe really this week or something. Very much sure how to release it, something like that. Maybe just a little bit of maybe I feel like that's really connected to life and like what is is and holding on to it just greatly. Interesting. Yeah, I think it's one more than one more day. And these people are back to some remembering to help the group how you want this to come into line, and maybe you'll be able to open to goals. Yeah, yeah, I'm getting specific unexpected. That's so amazing. You know, you're focused on needing to see certain things in order to achieve things, and it's ways to see that possibilities as you go down, that you're just focusing on this one zero and if you rather move forward, you actually can focus on the new year's more confidence. I'm feeling a lion in my hand. This is something you've been wanting for a while. So this like still really good. It's something you've been wanting for a while. So maybe it's like whether you know, this is another one. It's quite a lot of energy here. So I feel like there's some kind of people involved in this video. I feel like you've got some skills that are kind of sort of very persistence with dealing with it emotionally and mentally and personally. Just seeing it come through concept of use that to see the birthday is like, maybe that's the thing. I don't know how that reading came across to you. Resonates with it. It may be that how I was sometimes reading to also, yeah, it's definitely what this is for. Also, something that involves in the reading, it shows up that that's supposed to be, or what really is supposed to be. So, yeah, I got the feeling. Mm, I think it's like, uh, what it is about feelings. Now, I'm getting like, yeah, things just to place and to pass it through the so completely like to look at it. Mhm. Okay. Okay, so missing situation alone. Let me just see. Like the two part about the relationship with the okay. So maybe let's start with the relationship. Still feeling so relationship. Yeah, similar relationship, right? Uh, yeah, yeah, very uh, it must be yeah, yes, yeah, whatever experience is something very specific. So the things that have happened before, this is a situation where something happens, it's it's all meant to be. It's not that you lost time. It's not what you did the wrong thing. You should know better. It is supposed to happen. You're still compared with you. You're always with you. Mm, say something that you couldn't do. Oh, something. I very much focus on when you normally hear something that you almost don't want to hear. Kind of like feel a little groundless for a moment. You feel the actual what seems to me is that it's maybe you you focus on what is important and what is hope the spirit is nothing, and nothing is too late. You need to see value in everything that exists. It seems resonant idea has the potential to be transmuted into something beneficial, and you are reminded that any suffering you've experienced has not gone to waste. Wisdom and understanding that arose from the experience are talismans that will serve you on your journey wherever you go. What is decaying is only changing form and will fertilize seeds you wish to plant, turning that which has passed away into the substance that will support new growth. All that you might wish to deny or discard has value and can be repurposed and reintegrated into the new that you are becoming and the new life that you are dreaming into being. No pain was in vain and no experience was wasted, for you have the power to use it to co create something far better. This is the miracle in your partnership with spirit. Hmm. Wow. So I'm just wondering, because this doesn't necessarily mean romantic. It could also be something, if it's got a history, could also be a familial relationship. I'm not sure what kind of relationship you're thinking of or having in mind, but how do I say this? I think this is also about a letting go of something. Maybe there's something you're afraid to let go of, but in doing so, it's going to help you build the ground of something new, fertilize the ground of something new. Or perhaps there is a relationship that has already, either come to an end or had some history in the past that's being invited to be healed within you right now. I don't know if you had a relationship. I'm being reminded of something. So I'm wondering if you had a long relationship that didn't work out. Um, and then there's this wondering if you wasted time on that, or that you maybe you took too much time in that, or you lost some time, or there's a feeling of like maybe there's a part of you that wish you had some of that time back. Um, hmm. I don't know if any of this resonates. It might help to get some feedback from you. I feel like I'm going to do some more in this reading, maybe the tarot as well. No, maybe not the tower. Let me just see. The Moonology one. Interesting. Okay, let's move this over. Because I feel like that's part of the message. That's not the whole message. So let's see. So relationships. What message do you have? Cards are getting a bit chatty. There's definitely a sign wants to come through. Three. New moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine. So Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, and that can be about endings. But then we got the new moon in Pisces, which is about beginnings. So I guess it's that. I want to say death and rebirth, but that's not right. Closing one door to open another. Yeah, yeah. But we have attuned to the divine because the Pisces is very spiritual, the subconscious card. It can be about karmic things as well. I'm wondering if something karmic is coming to an end. Because it could be a soul contract's up. And it doesn't necessarily mean a relationship ends, but your dynamic might end, you know? Or gets reframed. Or even a period of separation, but no, I don't think that's right. No, I think, yeah. But let's, is there anything more that wants to be said there? No. Okay. Let's look at the reading. New moon in Pisces. Okay. You have the opportunity to slip into the flow of life now. When that happens, you want what is happening, or what is happening, it's what you want. Your manifesting is working perfectly. Just make sure that you stay attuned to your higher self, and you'll be well on your way to feeling blissfully happy and attuned with your dreams. Meditation is the best way to connect with your higher self, so practice it if you know how, or try learning from an online instruction video. Above all else, be kind to yourself and others. So this card is especially good for matters related to spirituality, contacting other realms, taking some time out, or dealing with a fear. The more you can believe that all is well, the more all will be well for you. My conscious dreams create my reality. So I feel there's something else going on here. Again, I think, obviously it's talking about working with spirit, tuning into your higher self, meditation, taking time out. But when it said dealing with a fear, do you have a fear that a relationship is about to end? Because if you do, I think it'd be really good to spend some time, some quiet time in meditation or in nature or something that allows you to get tuned in your way, whatever way that is for you. And I think that will help you guide you through this. Hmm. Is there anything else that wants to be said? But there is something releasing. Hmm. And I just got that basically don't be afraid to cry it out if you need to. It's a way to release. Like there's something that wants to release in you. And it could be an actual relationship, or it could be your relationship to the relationship, how you show up in the relationship, the dynamic. Maybe you're changing how you show up in the relationship. And maybe an old version of you is moving away and you're moving into like something shifting in you within a relationship. Hmm. Hi. Yeah, if you hang around, I'm just going to finish this reading. I'm just going to do the second part, and then we'll see what happens. And then I'll get to you rather. Okay. Now I don't see you in the chat, so maybe you stepped off again, but I'm just gonna invite your higher self to, if you're not there, to remember to watch the replay so you get this reading. 'Cause I think there's something important there for you to hear. So I'm gonna stop it there because I think everything else is really calling to me. And then I will move on to the second part of your question, which was career. And we'll keep it, since you're not in the chat, we'll keep it quick, just in case you've gone off. Okay, I've been going for 2.5 hours, so I think, Doree, you might be my last reading. Um, all right. So, career. Martin, career. What do we need? Is it tarot? I think the Starseed Oracle wants to work with you. So let's just pull one card, and then we'll move on. So, Spirit, what message do you have for Martin regarding their career? I feel the need to say it's interesting you got the Starseed Oracle on this one. Maybe it's something spiritual. We'll see. No, okay. Yeah, but particular. It's almost like the cards are reluctant to fall into line. Yeah, full. So, your career, let's look maybe the power places, and trust for your love. So it's like, I know. Let me see how late it is. This, and I'll see how much energy I've got left. But maybe. I've been going for 2.5 hours already. So activated earth. I'm getting the feeling within lead. You're getting led somewhere that is in alignment with your, I don't even want to say career, like your purpose, your direction, the reason why you're here, perhaps even the way that you're going to serve. And I think you might be drawn to powerful spiritual places or places that got a high energy to them. Or perhaps even if you want to bring some energy to those places as well. Where you're going, wherever it is you're going. Okay, let me read the whole message. Ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune into them with solar senses, also known as spiritual paths. They've been compared to the meridian system of the body used in Chinese medicine, and they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. In, in Australian Aboriginal culture, strong lines were the paths passed by the creative being as they made land and sea during the journey. These paths were recorded in the traditional songs and dances of the people, allowing them to access information about their ancestry and to travel safely across great distances. Many believe that as we visit such sacred points on Earth, something is activated within us. Some also believe that by connecting with the land with devotion at these sacred places, something is activated within the planet too. Are you being called to travel to a sacred place that your soul remembers? or to tend the land you live on, to honor and acknowledge the known and the unknown keepers of nature spirits of the land. As we connect with the earth and honor its keepers, the land opens up more fully to hold you. The fruits provide more nourishment, and the guardians watch over you. So the starseed activation is, you just focus on this card before looking at it now on the replay. I honor and thank the keepers of the earth beneath me, known and unknown. Thank you for your nourishment and tender holding. So it feels like, I don't know if you're called to work with the earth or travel. But I think you're being called to a specific place. And it could be that maybe you've got some kind of, maybe a job offering or an opportunity that's going to take you to a place, and the actual opportunity maybe isn't necessarily the deep work you're doing. Actually being there is in that specific place is. So you might be taken there not necessarily on a spiritual pilgrimage or for a specific spiritual purpose, but life might sort of like just direct you to a place that you need to be to do some work, even if it's sort of in the sort of subconscious, or in a dream state, or maybe you're going to be awakened to something in that land that then you connect even deeper to. So I don't know the kind of work that you're doing. So there's different ways that it might play out. But you're definitely being called to somewhere to activate something new. But we also migrate around the earth through energetic work. Sometimes we don't even know it. And I feel that could be the case with you. Maybe you're a very spiritual person anyway, and you do spiritual work, and if that's the case, it could be a specific part of the earth is calling to you. So if you're feeling like a longing to go to a particular place, or you're finding yourself drawn there for some reason, maybe an opportunity catches your eye, or you're finding that like everywhere you go, synchronicities about this place, so you can't get it out of your mind, and something's that place is calling you, and you should pay attention to that. And if you find that you're given some kind of opportunity that allows you to travel somewhere new, then that might be in order to get you to a certain place to do some spiritual work, whether that's you being activated, perhaps you'll get some kind of download or intuition there that's going to help you. And it may not necessarily be a permanent move, it could be like going for a weekend or going for like a few months or something, or whatever the case may be. It may not be for a long period of time. And it could be whatever is activated is then going to set you up for whatever's next. So it could be you're going one here and then something's getting activated, you do some work, and then you move on to some other place. So you need to just follow what goes right there. But if you're someone that works with the earth and with the physical land that you have a real deep connection to, then then you're already working with them. You're doing, and that earth is activating you, and you're doing kind of like you're having a connection with that land at a much deeper level because you've already got practice there. So I'm not sure what the situation is, Martin, but it's asking you to trust where it is that you're being led. So, yeah. Do you think what else it says? No. I think that's it. Okay. So, three. Right? So, if you can let me know yeah, cool. So if you can let me know if there's a specific area you want to focus on, if you have a question. Otherwise, we can just do a general reading to see what's Spirit wants to say to you. We're in love life. Okay, all right. Excellent. All right. Healing from a breakup. Okay. Let's do the love life first. Okay. So Who wants to work with? That's nice. I love that. Where's our customer? So let's see. The spirit in the rose has to say about what way maybe just break up. And then an energy coming in my ribs. Okay, spread into my mid back. Okay. Trust the seasons, embracing change, cycles of life, transition, and growth. So this is a card I've had this one before. Sometimes we get this card where we want to be somewhere where we're not. Either we want to be back into something that we in the stage we were in, or we're kind of rushing ahead and we want to be somewhere that we perceive to be. It's like so it's reminding us there's a reason why you're at this specific juncture right now and going through this specific thing, whether it's your health or this situation that you've ended up in. So it's been asked, there's a reason why you're going through a specific phase right now, you're having a specific circumstance, and that you're going through a cycle, and it's a breakup, it's an ending, but then it's an opportunity to heal, grow, and then open up to something new. So it's a bit like the cycle of the flower, where we have the bud and we go through the stages to bloom again, and then the petals fall. So that's what we get here. So, what's the message? Mm. And here's something in the knee again, the brightness of the masculine. Maybe there's something that you feel like you need to do, but you have a very rigid idea of it, and maybe not open to other things, or maybe even your action isn't necessary. Mm. Mhm. Yeah, it could be the way you're framing it. So, like, maybe from a very rigid outlook on how it is, frame it in a certain way, and maybe not certain other ways to look at the other ones. Okay, that should be good. Mm. Just like philosophy word, right? Mm. Mm. Maybe it's something to do with the way you're viewing the other person. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's something to do with the way you're viewing yourself in the situation, how you go into it or how you get out of it. Maybe there's some narrative you have about yourself in relation to the situation, and maybe is it serving you? Like it's really stuck attitude or a loop that you have in your head. It's a story about how you feel about yourself, how you think about yourself, how you think about the relationship, and are you in relation to the relationship? And maybe needs to shift. I feel like the subject's still there. Maybe I'm going to just continue with the reading, and maybe it will become It's almost like there's this little disc between the kneecap and where it joins the thigh. It's just like this little disc of pressure. It's not quite clear. But anyway, let's trust the seasons. Trust the seasons. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Our disconnection from the earth and her seasons leads us to believe that we should be in full bloom all year round, that we should grow, grow, grow without leaving space to cut back. When we focus on the never-ending bloom, we forget the importance of all of life's phases. The rose, like all of nature, teaches us this every day. I'm really stumbling over my words today, so something with my throat after I apologize for that. She's forever showing us how to embrace the ever-changing seasons in an ever-changing world. We're not meant to stay the same. Relationships aren't meant to stay the same. Life isn't meant to stay the same. Nothing on this planet is meant to stay the same. The seasons teach us that. Night and day teach us that. Time and age teach us that. Birth and death teach us that. We may return to a place, a person, but things won't be exactly as they were. But everything and everyone is forever changing. Nothing is static. Is there a part of you that reminisces about the way it was, or if you can get back to that? Because something just shifted in my knee when I said that. The more we try to control things and keep them the same, further away from the flow of life and ourselves we get. Change can be scary, for it means surrendering to the unknown of being in the in between, to be not who you were and not quite who you'll become. It requires a trust and a transformation, and the death in order for the rebirth to occur, and a deep reverence for all the seasons of our life. The more we resist change, the further away we are from who we're becoming. When we embrace change, we embrace life and nature and forever becoming. So the sole inquiry that you should consider is, how can you embrace the changing seasons of your life? Yeah. Hello? Is that any better? Let me hmm, let me just unplug in. Hmm. Hello? Hello? Is that any better? Sorry about this. Hmm. I think I'm gonna have to try. Hi, Light Seeker. I hope you can hear me. I'm having some mic issues. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to try setting up downstairs next time. Yeah, okay, good. So I don't know if it's the internet's the issue. I'm too far away from the fiber thing, or it's the weather, or I don't know. It's really weird. I've been having all kinds of issues today. But anyway, I'm glad you can hear me. Are you still there, Jerai? Okay. Well, I'm not sure if you're still there or if you're going to come back later, but I'm going to finish your reading. So I feel like that was the message there for the relationships. I'll just get to the part because you said about career and love life, right? So I'll do the career part, put a card on that. And then we'll get to Nora. Let's see what we need to work with. No. Maybe spirit animal. No. No. I already did the rose oracle. Yeah. We'll do one from spirit animal for you. Okay. So many people on Twitch. It's amazing. Really glad I expanded to having Twitch because there's so many interested people in tarot there. It's great. All right. All right. So let me just focus a sec. Duray. So Spirit, what does Duray need to know? Oh, wow. Okay. I'm getting a bit. Oh, they're getting a bit chatty. They're getting a bit chatty. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm having a good day. I'm actually surprised that I'm still going because I thought I was going to make a short stream because I was in pain earlier. But now I'm finding I'm not really in pain and I'm still going. So apparently Spirit wants me to keep going. So let's think about that. Let's feel it. So, all right, career, Duray. What do you have to say about his career for 2024? And if he's not on, please, Spirit, guide him back to the replay. Oof. Oh, okay. One just fell out. Oh, two fell out, actually. Moth Spirit. Okay, I'm going to put them both out because they both fell out. And they were upright. So we got Moth Spirit, Surrender Now, and Cow Spirit, Miracles Are Endless. So with that order, I'm feeling like my first thought when I thought surrender is maybe there's something that needs to be let go of. So maybe there's a job or an opportunity that needs to be let go of. But another way it could be interpreted is perhaps there is an opportunity on the table and you're not sure about it, but you need to surrender because it's almost like spirit is pushing you in this direction, and maybe you're not sure, but you need to go with it. And then we've got miracles are endless. So it's almost like, because this is career, it's almost like well, the first thing I got was you could have many options here, or there could be more options than you're realizing that you have. And maybe your mindset is that you don't have many options. And so maybe that's narrowing what you're actually seeing is in front of you. But also, another way you could feel into this is there are infinite miracles that will get you what you want. So even if something seems impossible, there's meant to be all kind of miracles could unfold in order for it to happen. So maybe there's something that you want to go for, but it feels like, I don't know, it's too risky or it's too much of a leap. Or maybe you don't feel like you're the right person, or you're qualified enough, or you have what it takes. So maybe there's something like that. But I mean, just looking at this card, it just feels like there's an array of options. Like you don't have to almost worry about it. There's something that you're going to find in all of these options that's going to work. Anything else? Okay, I'm gonna read the cards. Okay, let's start with Moss Spirit. Hello, Chrome. Good to see you back. I'm still here. Moth Spirit. Moth Spirit. Your relation to Korea. Where are we? I'm too far. LM. There we go. Moth Spirit asks, what is guiding you right now? Are you in alignment with spirit or pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that it's become a compulsion or addiction? Are you so intoxicated by a potential relationship or opportunity that you can't think straight? Okay, so I'm wondering if there is something you're assessing that seems so, so delicious, or so like, it's got your attention, that maybe you're not considering other options right now that actually might be better for you. So like maybe something seems like, oh, this would be it, but actually there's something else that would be even better, but you're not seeing it. Anyway, hard work and dedication are virtues, and love, of course, is a beautiful thing. However, when Moth Spirit appears, it's time to consider if you've gone over the edge in a relentless pursuit. Workaholism, overeating, perfectionism, or addiction to certainty, or even a person may be your current vice. The form of your addiction does not matter so much as awareness of the consequences of remaining persistent when moderation is needed. Maybe there's an opportunity that it is like feeding into that. So feeding into the workaholism thing, and maybe that's allowing you to avoid something in your life that's not good. So it could be there's an unhealthy relationship with a particular opportunity, or that opportunity would bring out behaviors in you that would be unhealthy. Let go of your excessive energy by channeling it into more than one direction. The fire burns hot, and you do not want to be engulfed by your passion to the exclusion of all other pursuits that matter to you. So maybe there's a cost to this that you're being asked to consider. Now is the time for surrender and radical acceptance so that your drive does not cause you to flee or fight. Spirit wants you to release your need for certainty and control so that you can relax into a more balanced way of your Moth Spirit energy. When they're talking about certainty and control, and because this is career, what I'm feeling is there like a sort of like a stable income job, something that's a guaranteed income or guaranteed perks or something that's making you say this is a better opportunity versus something that maybe might be more risky, like maybe like a business opportunity, or something where you don't know for sure if you're going to get how much you're going to get, or maybe there's some sacrifice up front for perhaps big awards later, like a startup or something like that. I'm wondering if you're sacrificing a really big opportunity because you want certainty in this job. Okay. Banish the shoulds and musts so that you can enjoy what is as you allow for what might be. So it could also be something that you feel obliged to keep doing. Maybe it's something you've invested a lot of time into, maybe a lot of education or a lot of experience. And actually, there's this other thing that wants to call you in, but you feel like you have to stay on this path. So it's asking, inviting you to re-examine that. Yeah. So it could be a very demanding career that you've already invested in, that you feel like is what you should be doing. But it's coming at a cost. And the cost could be the other aspects of your life, but also not seeing another opportunity that's on your horizon. All right, cow spirit. So that was the other one that wanted to speak. Cow spirit. Miracles are endless. You are at a beautiful point in your life today. Here at work. Okay. You are at a beautiful point in your life today, for your needs are being met effortlessly and in so many ways. Fully embrace this truth by focusing on all you have right now, including the positive relationships that sustain you, the work you are proud to do to contribute to the world, and the activities that inspire you to nourish your soul. Cow spirit nudges you to pay attention because this is the perfect time to focus on the choices, actions, and behaviors that you know feed your soul and bring your heart contentment. Now is also the time when you will see many of your projects and commitments that were set in motion in the past begin to yield valuable gifts that will bring you joy, love, and sustain you for a long time to come. Stay positive and share your well-being with others. The more you share, the more you will manifest, so be generous. Cow spirit promises you will never run out of miracles. Mm. 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 That's an interesting message with the moth spirit. I'm trying to see how they work together. So if maybe you're coming to a completion point in your current career that is bearing a lot of fruits, and maybe this is something to be celebrated and to be shared, but maybe it's like it's a point where it's like ending on a high kind of thing, where something else can then come forward afterwards. So maybe there's two sides to this. Maybe there is something you're really striving for in your current path, or what's about to be in your path. It's like a continuation of this career. And maybe that's going to be really exciting because you've got this like milestone you've achieved, or something like that. But there's the possibility you get so caught up in the enjoyment of celebrating that or having the accomplishment that you feel from that maybe you're not going to let go in order to go in another direction. So see if there is something else that's coming to you that's trying to get your attention. And it doesn't necessarily mean leaving that specific job. It could be going into a different role in the same company, or some shift. But it's almost like whatever the natural thing that would be next in this current path may actually stop you from seeing something even better that would be more aligned for you. I'm not sure exactly what that is. You'd have to think about that. But just keep your eyes open for what other things might be on the horizon. And don't just assume it's just the linear, what's the next step in this particular path. You might be going over here a bit somehow. Anyway, I hope that helps. Whether you still in the chat or whether you watch the replay. There we go. All right, so I think we had Nor. Are you still around, Nor? Let me know, otherwise I'll move on. Because I'm going to start wrapping it up, so if I don't see them in the chat, then I'll skip over and I'll probably just get to If I haven't heard anything, I'll move on to the next one. Alright, okay. No. Light Seeker, are you still there? Did you do a reading? Yep, we're still here. Yeah. Okay. Nora comes back, maybe we'll do that later. Okay, so I will do your reading. Is there a specific area you want to focus on, or a specific question, or do you just want to see what's going on? So if there's like an area like relationships, career, finances, home life, health, something like that, or do you have a specific question? Let me know in the chat. Finances and love would be great. Okay. Alright. So let's start with finances then. So let's see if we can get to speak. Maybe. Let's see. Okay. Is that any better? No, I just turn it. Maybe I should. Yeah, it's good with that. Okay. I'm still learning what the best settings are for all of these things, so I'm sorry about that. Maybe that's what's been causing the audio issues. Thinking about it. Anyway. Alright. Okay, let's see. So, Spirit, what message about license? messing with me. Right. Sure. Mm. Fickle. Bit fickle. Mm. Good. Okay. Mm. Okay. There's that energy. Mm. Okay. So this might be more about how you're showing up and making money and how your money's going to flow. But so you're showing up as the death card here. So there's something that's in transition that's probably been in transition for a while. And you're kind of at the halfway point through that. This would be something that is destined, that's supposed to happen. It's probably playing out over a year or so. Um, and then the situation, which is your finances, we're coming up as the Queen of Wands. So I feel the way you're going about making your money is integral to you, is in alignment. Um, Hello, Altair. Good to see you. Yeah, maybe it's hmm, maybe it's bringing out the Queen of Wands in you, this situation. It's requiring you to stay in alignment with who you are, even if it's difficult. So we're getting this Knight of Cups here. And this can be about following your heart, but it can be a little fickle. It can be like it wants to go one way this time and one way another time. Um, but it feels like, hey, Altair, okay, yeah, I'm just doing one for Light Seeker, and then I'll see how tired I am, and I'll do a reading if I've still got some juice in me. I've been going for over 3 hours now. So, do you? Because we've got the Hierophant here. It's not necessarily badly aspected. What kind of line of work are you in? I'm just curious. Is it in some way spiritual um, or you use your sort of spiritual gifts or energies involved in it, even if it's not necessarily a spiritual job. I'm wondering if that's what it's referring to. We have the Chariot here in the future. Again, this is something playing out over maybe a year, so you might be in whatever this process of transformation for another year or 18 months, like that. And the Chariot can be about, it can be about things speeding up. So it could be things start to roll in the right direction. But we've got some clarity here. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles, so working hard in what you're doing. But we've also got the Moon. This could be, no, I think this is referring maybe more to the really arduous path here that the Scorpio is. Lobster, I think it is really is walking kind of dark night of the soul thing. So it's like we've got the chariot here that's driven by spirit. So you're on this kind of like spiritual journey, even if the work isn't necessarily spiritual. It's like this process is a part of your spiritual journey, and it requires you to work hard at it. I feel like okay, so you're spiritually led towards psychotherapy and healing. Interesting. Mm, mm. Because pentacles can be about health, working in health. And then we've got the moon, which can be about illness. So maybe spirit is leading you towards this. Yeah. I feel like I want to dig a little deeper though. Mm. Mm. Okay. So we have another major arcana. And it feels like it's trying to say you have the magic to manifest what you wish for. Yeah, no, I get that. Yeah, yeah. But they go hand in hand. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna just put a couple more. Hmm. This way, so it's like it's like spiritual work we're doing is helping you to manifest this, even if it's not. I'm not. It's almost like maybe the work you're doing outside your work. Maybe if you're doing like meditation or prayer or manifesting things, or it's almost like whatever spiritual work you're doing for yourself, whether it's conscious or unconscious, is helping you to manifest what you desire and what you need. But then I'm getting it's almost like this journey or this transition that you're going through that's taking time. It's almost like that is charging up spiritual batteries in order for you to manifest what you want. It's almost like you have to charge up, you get it kind of thing. Um, so the work is necessary in just your everyday life, how you work with your spirituality in general, how you're using your magic in your everyday. It's almost like that is part of a test, maybe part of a graduation process that's going to lead you there. So anything that you do that feels spiritually led is going to help, like, feed into this shift that you want to do. And and the time you spend focusing on what it is you want to manifest as well. That makes sense? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you're supposed to go through this process. It's definitely a karmic thing. Um, and so it's almost like it's trying to just like reassure you that even if you're not seeing it or feeling it, or it's not quite clear or crystallized yet, everything you're doing is 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 taking you step closer to it. Um, but it's necessary to do a certain amount of like upfront. I don't want to say upfront effort in order for that manifestation to really like sink into place. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I think if you trust your spiritual practice and trust your relationship with spirit, um, it's going to become clear because it's almost like it's not even necessary if you fully can just say yes, this is what I want. It's like if you can just trust that we're working with spirit and doing whenever you feel led to do something, if you don't understand why, it's going to have some impact on your direction in getting there. I think just trusting that and working with that is gonna help you get more clear in the future and start narrowing it down and refining it, and then you get to a point where you can just visualize it and really start putting your magic into it. Mm, yeah. Sometimes we're not supposed to know exactly where we're going. And I think that's what I feel with this. It's like we don't know what's over here over the mountain. We know we got to go on this path. Um, yeah, that's what I'm feeling from this. Yeah, I hope that helps. And then you also wanted love life is oh no, I haven't put your comment up one sec. And it's okay, so let's pull a card on love. Changing careers a lot. Yeah. Yeah, something like a leap of faith. Yeah, exactly. Um, sometimes we're called to do things that we don't really understand why, but there's a reason for it, and it may make sense a lot further down the line. Um, sometimes we may not even really understand why even further down the line, but for some reason it was necessary, and it gets you closer to where you want to be. Um, and maybe the changing careers is like you need to hop over here and learn this thing. Okay, you learned it real quick. Okay, let's go over here and learn this other thing. Maybe I've got to meet a person over here. Maybe that's going to be useful later. Okay, got that. And then, you know, so it could be these kind of things. And every time we try something and it doesn't fall in line, that's also teaching us something as well. Because sometimes when we don't know what we want, it's easier to figure out what we don't want. And the only way to know that is to try something and go, no, let's go over here. Maybe a bit closer. That kind of worked here, but no, let's go over here. Yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. So maybe there's a lot, but you could see it as you're learning your lessons quickly. So, you're not staying in one place for too long, you know. But I know it's a lot of sort of upheaval, keep having to try something different, right? Um, yeah. So it requires faith that you're doing that. Yeah, for sure. But just keep trusting. If you're not sure, just go with it. Spend a bit of time, seek for some guidance. And if you're not sure, if sometimes we're not supposed to get an answer straight away, and sometimes it's supposed to be clear later on. But developing trust um, sometimes requires multiple experiences to get us there in different ways. And also, like, it can help us to develop that radar for what is aligned and what isn't. Um, yeah, because it could be that that's what you're developing is like developing your radar for what's aligned, what feels right, what doesn't feel right, and you're in the process of narrowing it down. Mm. Mm. All right, so let's get on with it. Look like. Actually, I picked up the tarot. Maybe that is the right thing. But let me just double check. Is it the tarot or is it something else? Mhm. Spirit animal. Spirit animal wants to talk. I know, I see it back. Yeah. I could have moved on because there's a lot of people in the queue and I didn't know if you're around. I think there's, because you came back, I'll put you next. Because you did ask a while ago. Um, if you can let me know what area you'd like to focus on, or if you have a question, yeah, you can let me know what that is, and then I'll come back to it. All right, so light seekers love life. Okay, so spirit, what have you got to say? Message to you. Oh, love life. Oh, something dropped out. Oh, okay. Brown bear spirit. Take time out. Interesting. Going straight to the message on that one. Where are you? Across it. There. Okay, I have to find out what number this is on for that. Seems like something's order there. Where is where's the index? No, this book's being weird right now. No, is it brown? Oh, that's why it's brown bear spirit. Sorry, not bear spirit. I think I am getting tired, so I might have to wrap up soon. Okay, there we go. There is a time to act and a time to focus your attention on patient strategizing. The arrival of brown bear spirit signals that you are best served by foregoing hard work towards your goals at this moment and instead taking time out to meditate or just take a nap so you can refresh yourself and begin planning what you want to co create next. Come to know the lay of the land as you can contemplate and imagine what you might do in this vast space of possibility before you and begin forming a plan. Remember, sleep allows for dreaming and rest allows for clear headed strategizing. How might you become the person you wish to be and experience whatever your heart desires? Insights will arise as you explore the possibilities and begin envisioning your plan. Knowing what you want will ensure you use your energy wisely in the days ahead. Be patient at this time. Relax and be calm and peaceful so you can recharge. The call for action will come later. Mhm. Okay. So I'm wondering, Light Seeker, is there a situation with your love where you feel like you want to take action on something, but spirit is maybe you're rushing in, or you want to rush in, and spirit's actually saying take a beat. And just wait a sec, because or perhaps you've come out of a relationship and there's a part of you that wants to rush into something, maybe because being lonely is difficult or something like that. Um, but you actually need time to rest a little bit first before you start moving forward. I don't know if any of that resonates. Light speaker. I'm curious about that. Or maybe it's even like you don't know who you want yet, but wait a minute. Okay, something coming through. Mm, what is that? Mm. Okay, so I'm getting something around the power of the bear, like taking back your power in relationships. Maybe that's been dormant, like hibernating. Mm. Anything else? So something around the strength, being strong in a relationship. Maybe had issues where you've given your power away a bit or not stood up for yourself, stay strong in yourself, and maybe let somebody, somebody else's needs get met over your own, or something like that. Or difficulty setting boundaries and staying strong with that. Yeah, that's true. Oh, okay. Been there, done that. I'm really sorry. Hmm. My family, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I think because that's come up, that quite up when we have familial dynamics, they tend to play out in our romantic dynamics, right? So maybe you're being asked to take a moment out in terms of like, don't rush into a relationship straight away because there is something there that needs to be healed. So you don't then replay that same dynamic in your next relationship. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think maybe you need to process that and do some work on healing that so that you can become aware, more self aware when you're falling into that pattern. Yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, yeah. Well, Spirit just asks you to rest. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do this work right this second. It may be what's on the horizon. Maybe right now you just need to do self-care and rest and giving yourself the space. If you can create a safe space for yourself, a place where you can relax, this work is going to naturally unfold. Like sometimes we can't do the healing until we give ourselves the environment that allows us to just relax for a second. Actually more than that. But maybe that's what you need to focus on before you even consider like bringing in another person, being in a relationship. Um, that kind of stuff takes a while to heal. I'm 3.5 years into healing from such a thing, and believe me, I've still got a lot. And that is some of the stuff that's been coming up for me the last couple of weeks with all of the stuff that's been going on. Um, so don't rush that. give yourself the time to heal and learn how that dynamic, how you sort of like, how do I want to say this? Um, the patterns that you end up in that dynamic, um, so that you can become aware of them if you're like, because like if say you're in a situation with a friend and you find yourself like letting them push your boundaries or step over your boundaries, um, that's the dynamic still that's playing out from the past, right? So, where was I going with that? Mm, I think I'm getting tired, guys. I think this will be my last reading. So I'm tired as well. So maybe spirit is telling me to rest too. Yeah, I think you need to focus on yourself right now. Um, it's going to take a while for you to really be able to make sense of exactly what's happened to you, how it's affected you, the patterns you've ingrained, the attitudes you've ingrained because of that that need releasing and softening, so that you can actually show up in a relationship in a healthy way. Um, and it's difficult because it means, being on your own for some time, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're on your own. You might have friends and family who will be there for you. Maybe those are the relationships you need to strengthen right now, as well as your relationship with yourself and nurturing your self-love. Um, Hi Samantha, yeah, I would love to give you a reading, but I've been going for almost 4 hours and I'm getting really tired now, and I can feel that my back is in quite a lot of pain right now. So I'm just going to wrap this one up with Light Seeker, but I will be back. And if you actually, let me just put this up. I should have it somewhere. Maybe I don't. Maybe I need to add it. No. Let me just go get the link because I have a Facebook group. That's if you want to get notified next time I'm out, uh, next time I'm up. You can either follow me on Facebook or um, Twitch or YouTube or whatever, but you can also join. Where am I? You can also join my Facebook group, and I will send you an invitation. So I'm just going to put this on. Let me just create a caption for that. So everyone can see it. My comments don't go everywhere. There we go. So if you join that, or just look for Tarot by Thea Facebook group, whichever, um, you'll get a notification next time I go live, or you can just follow me on my social medias. But yeah, but I'm pretty tired. But let me just wrap up what I'm doing here for light seeker. So I hope that that makes some kind of sense, light seeker. Um, I hope that you can give yourself the time to heal. I know it's not an easy thing, and it takes time, and that's okay. Um, and when it's time for that, it will happen. Yeah, okay, yeah. Right now, the relationship you need to work on the most is yourself and your love for yourself, and just give yourself a rest. You know, all the work will come when it's ready. But right now, probably all you need is to just rest. You know, yeah. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, you're so welcome. Lots of love to you. And take care. All right. So I'm going to wrap up now. So a few little bits and pieces. So let me just see if my screen share is still going. Yeah. Okay, good. Where is that? There. So, For those of you who would like a personal one-on-one reading, there is an offer on, and it's about to close, um, for 10% off if you get a reading. And they start from just €10 up to €70, depending on how much time you want and how much investment, and all of that. So there's 10% off right now. I'll keep it on overnight, and I'll probably take it down tomorrow lunchtime. And I'm in Europe, so European lunchtime. So if you do want a reading and you just want it one-to-one, there's 10% off right now, just so you know. You can go to the website tarotbythea.net. If you look at the time slots, because I'm European and some people are on other times of the world, and you go, oh, I would love to, but the time slots don't work for me, then send me an email and tell me what time zone you're in, what times work for you, and what kind of reading you want, and I'll see if I can find a time for you. I can't guarantee it, but I might be able to. You never know. So the next reading I'm going to do is going to be a Valentine's Day reading. Let me just take all these captions off. Yeah, I'm going to do a Valentine's Day special, which will be a zodiac spread, and that's just going to be relationships. So I'm going to do a spread on the relationships, and then afterwards, I will probably take relationship-related questions from the audience. I may not, limit it to just that. I'll see how it goes, see how many people are around, and what they're interested in. But yeah, you're very welcome to show up for that. So that'll be in 12 days. And then if I have time, I might do a just ask the cards anything like I've been doing at the end here, between that, but I'll announce that if I feel like I've got time. I've got some things I have to get done. I'm not sure if I'll get another one in, but we'll see how it goes. But if you're on the Facebook group, you'll find out about it earlier, or you can check my website. I normally put it on the schedule page. So yeah, I think that is, yeah, okay, great. Well, I look forward to seeing you then, Samantha. It was really nice that there were so many people in the chat. I think this is the first time where there were so many people that I didn't actually have enough time and energy to read for everybody. So thank you so much for showing up. It's really, really wonderful to know that you're out there and you're interested in what I'm doing here. So thank you very much. And I hope you have a wonderful 1 to 2 weeks or however long it is until I next see you. And I hope for those that I did read that it's useful for you, and maybe some of it will sink in later or make more sense later. But it was really, really powerful stuff tonight. So yeah, now I don't know. I'm just going to have a look on Twitch because maybe I can rate somebody. Let's see. Is there someone online? No. Okay. They're all offline. So I will just bring this to an end then. Just come back here. So thank you, everybody. And I'll just make sure I got all the, yeah, okay. All the chats. Okay. Well, thanks for everyone for showing up. And yeah, I'm not taking any more readings right now, Jasmine. I'm signing off. I'm almost 4 hours into this thing, and I'm going to keel over. It's like almost 1 o'clock in the morning here for me. So, yeah, and it takes me a while to wind down from these things as well. So, but like I say, if you follow me on the Facebook group, which I'll put up again one last time, you can get a notification and find out. And there's other things I do on there. So that's like my little in group for people who want extra goodies. Then you can join me on there, and I'll notify you when I next go online. So thank you guys. It's been awesome. Yeah, I would love to, but I'm in pain now. I really have to stop. So okay, everybody have a wonderful day, night, wherever it is where you are, and I will see you next time. Bye.